Good morning, everyone. Hello. True. Welcome back. You like emotes? That's great. I hope you like our emotes. It seems you do, based on what I'm seeing in chat. Happy Friday, everyone. It's been great so far, and Belden. Oh, lurk. No sound this morning for me. Damn. Okay, Belden. Maybe later then. Too bad. So, we got a key. Thanks to Kongregate and thanks to Pajama Llama Games, we have been able to obtain an early access FLOTSAM key. FLOTSAM being a quite neat on-water city builder, or if you want to call it a garbage city builder. That's maybe a wrong way to put it. Anyway, you build city from garbage. So essentially, I will use that phrase that I meant to kinda not use, but I will still use it. It feels like raft on steroids. Because you have a single raft in raft. Here, you will build the whole city. Good morning, True. So I tried the game a little bit yesterday. Just maybe for up to an hour tops. Maybe even less, much less. And it feels great, even though it's early access. I'm gonna remind you of that. So there might be bugs, there might be issues, there might be crashes, we don't know. But I've decided to try it out because it looks so nice. Let's fire it up, shall we? Bang. Okay, I'm gonna pause the music right there. And we will go into the game. Into the game. And indeed, I will thank to Squeemeister right now, because he was the kind sir that we raided yesterday in the afternoon. And he was kind of surprised about it. But he was playing Breath Edge, so we just, a good bunch of people went to have a look at him. So thanks for the follow. True, I love it. Who made the Albus emote? The Albus emote? Well, it's the same artist, and it's one artist on Fiverr. So if you would like to know the name, just whisper me later on Twitch or ping me on Discord, and I will give you the name. Yeah, he's a great guy. Very quick and very precise. At least we only needed one revision now, and I guess we needed like 2 revisions tops the last time I created emotes through him. He's a great guy. Okay, we begin our journey in FLOTSAM. Welcome aboard the in-development version of FLOTSAM. This version contains the first features and content that will give you a solid play experience. There might still be bugs and other issues, but we'll keep on working on the game. Expect regular updates to fix issues, bring new features, and add content. Some text might not be translated yet. We try to get these translated as fast as possible. If you have any feedback, we're available at our Discord server at discord.gg/flotsam. I actually joined that Discord, and if you will like the game, I advise you to do so, because there is the option to maybe report bugs or have some questions. Firebomb, good morning. Well, good night. Hello and welcome back. How are you today, sir? I've joined the Discord. It is neat. It can be helpful. I actually asked about the gameplay length for this early access version, but I sadly have not been given an answer. So, okay, there are a lot of questions here and there on the Discord, and people are actually reporting bugs, so it's a good source to help the devs if you decide to do so. So thanks for joining us on this journey. We couldn't have done this without your support. Enjoy your time on the sea. And of course we want English. There we go. I have decreased the music volume a little bit, so just let me know if something feels unpleasant and we can readjust. Of course, we're starting a fresh new game. Bump. Okay, well, that's it then. Garbage floods wiped away our village. Perhaps we should stop sticking on the useless rocks and go explore. Who needs land? These endless blue waves, that's all we need. The flooded world is our oyster. Let's polish the plastic into beautiful pearls. If only we weren't out of fuel. What shall we call our new town? Barnacle upon Scrap? We will use our usual name for the channel, which is Neuronium. Yeah. The toughest metal on Earth? Maybe. Or you can literally understand it as a brain, right? Because neuronium, full of neurons. Firebomb, I'm okay. How goes it? I can't hear the word flotsam without thinking flotsam and jetsam. What was flotsam and jetsam? Was that a movie or a TV show or animated stuff? I believe I have seen the phrase, but it doesn't ring a bell to me, like maybe it does to you. But flotsam, as being explained on the main page of Flotsam, is the universal word used for floating wreckage, as far as I know. Okay, let's start the adventure. Did I write that right? Neuronium. Okay, start the adventure. All right, I think I'm gonna pause the game for a little bit. And maybe I can explain the interface a little bit to you, because there is just a little bit of tutorial, and of course we'll be reading all these little things on the upper left, because those are tutorial parts, and so far it's only reading. I don't know if it will stay that way. I would really be glad if they had some, some voiceover. Would be neat, but I don't know if they will add that touch. True, so okay, sorry, missed the last few minutes. Stream kept buffering and I didn't know why, and after a couple of minutes of assessment I came to realize Steam was updating PUBG. I guess Steam got pretty aggressive with downloading updates. In the matter of speed, I mean, because lately, if I let something update on Steam, it really eats up all the available bandwidth. Of course, you can limit the bandwidth in Steam, but I would like, for it to download as fast as it can. But still, it kind of eats up everything. And the same for me. As I'm watching a stream, the stream goes bust. Firebomb, so it's a band, but I think it's just a phrase, maybe? Probably so. Probably so. Hey, true, I know those feels. Indeed. Stream starts buffering and you're trying to find out what's happening. What the hell is happening on my PC? Good morning, Firebomb. How are you? So, Firebomb, not too bad myself, and I wanted to maybe repeat true. So, if you haven't heard, okay, not about the bird song, but if you hadn't heard, I only responded to you about the artist, that it's an artist on Fiverr for the emotes, and if you would like his name, just whisper me somewhere. Discord or Twitch, and I will let you know the name if you would like to maybe have some emotes for yourself. Great. So, at the beginning of the game, you have this lovely town heart. Bang. Of course, this is the heart of your town. It looks pretty neat. It's basically like a lighthouse with a crane and some water storage. Quite amazing. Firebomb. So the second bassist for Metallica, Jason Newsted, played in Flotsam and Jetsam before Metallica. Metallica rules! Okay, enough of that. But good to know. Good to know, of course. Okay, so in the town heart, you see your water supply. You also see it up here. 30 water reserves and 40 food reserves. And you have other materials, so you have wet wood, dry wood, plastic waste, and metal scrap. And maybe we can just go through this real quick. Camera controls, of course, you have WSAD or the arrow keys. You can also move the mouse pointer at the edge, the usual stuff for any builders. And you can rotate the camera either with a mouse wheel, I guess. Mouse wheel did the zoom. So maybe that would need a little bit of love. So mouse will zoom and Q and E will tilt or rotate. rotate, I believe. Okay, base is correct. Thank you, Farbum. True. Oh no, nothing like that. I was just curious. Didn't know if it was a friend or someone from chat or whatnot. Yeah, it was a paid artist on Fiverr. So I myself always decide to, if I will commit someone to do some stuff for me, I know I want proof, and you know, I want the invoices, the payments, all that stuff. So Fiverr is a great place to do it like that. I'm really not a fan of just like saying hey to someone on Twitter and can you do this for me, and you know, I will just send you some money on PayPal. No, that's not professional cooperation or something like that. So that is prone to danger. Fiverr feels safer than that. Firebomb. I've heard of Fiverr. It's a great place for finding artists. With it's a portal, of course, and there is a little bit of payment that you actually pay Fiverr for processing of everything. But other than that, it's pretty neat. So the artists create their gigs, which mean it's their offers for you to take up. You will just pick an offer, you will pick the amount, it will count the sum for you, and the artist needs to write down what is included in the offer. Maybe you can then pay for some extras, like for instance, you will pay extra for providing some copyright text for you, so that they are moving the ownership of the piece of art to you. You can pay extra for source files. Most of the time they ask for extras. And of course, then you have emails, you have invoices on Fiverr, you have everything ready. So it needs to be finished properly. And there's a little bit of service fee for Fiverr, of course. True, so I'm doing pretty good. Close to cloud 9 at the moment. Ooh, whoa, awesome. So they are not underpaid, they make their own offer. Yep, artists are the ones who create their prices there. And they have their price, and Fiverr adds, I don't know, 2-3 euros based on the sum on top of that for all the processing and for the functionality of the portal. So I don't mind that, because I have the sort of a safety of that market, of that marketplace. True, I worded that weirdly. Was trying to hint that I'm pretty blitzed right now. I kind of gathered as much, True. You are in a nice place, right? But let's see how well that goes. Enjoy it while it lasts. Farbomb. So artists are so devalued right now. That's very true. That's very true. Farbomb, I think you worded that perfectly. So that's what I figured. Exactly. That was based on our previous conversations, that was the first thing that came into my mind, True. And Firebomb, it infuriates me how much people think that they can just get free labor out of artists. That's true. I've seen that all around, mostly on Twitter. But yeah, they try to just do it for exposure. What was the GIF or the little meme that Weasel showed us? I believe that it was like a little cartoonish drawing that you have died of exposure. Yeah. So I definitely don't wish to devalue any artists. It's their skill. They should be paid for it. But of course, I am the one responsible for finding the optimal price for me. Please enter our contest to design our new logo. Yeah, that's the stuff, exactly. True. So okay, now I'm making myself look stupid, but based on previous conversations, I didn't want to mislead you to think I was talking about the esports club. No, I wasn't thinking about that team. Not really. Overthought it. No, it's all fine, True. Come on. We're all having good fun. Even though I'm just, reading chat right now and looking at camera controls, but it's still good fun. Oh yeah, from Oregon Trail. Oh. And I really hope he and his family are okay. Weasel is fine. Weasel was here like 2 or 3 days ago on stream, which was nice thing to see. But they are still both sick. You know, his boyfriend had that... what was the name of it? Well, he was still healing from that kind of herpes stuff. And Weasel was kind of with a cold, something like that. So they are kind of treating themselves because they are a little bit sick. Firebomb just learned there is an esports team called Cloud9. Yep, there is. Okay, we went through the camera controls. Resources now. You have many different resources to your disposal. The first few you can find floating in the water. And there are no descriptions here, but this will be wet wood and plastic, as far as I know. Some you can find on landmarks. I haven't reached that, so this is a sail or something. Maybe some fishing equipment or scrap. Maybe metal scrap. Others will have to be made from other resources. And this is rope and screws. Okay, most are used to build something. Some are to be consumed. Of course, you need water and food. And others have special uses like firewood, and this seems to be fuel. And this is where I read it. FLOTSAM is the maritime name given to items floating on the water. So there we have it. And Firebomb, I didn't know they got sick. Yeah, that sucks indeed. But I believe they are back to their own home. Or almost back. Because they remained at the landlord's, as you remember. But the hurricane luckily didn't really hit that area. So that was good. Firebomb, wasn't the "you have died from exposure" thing from Oregon Trail? I don't know. He only had a little drawing, and I don't know the phrase being attached to anything else. Unfortunately. Maybe you can investigate. Okay, boy markers. Markers are your tools in getting items out of the water. Placing them will send drifters to collect the object in range of the marker. That reminds me of Dead Space. Swimming marker. A marker that gets drifters to only swim to it. This one has a limited range. There is a boat marker. A marker that is limited to drifters with salvage boats. The range of this one is unlimited. Okay. And fishing marker. A marker that can only be used on fish schools. Drifters with a fishing boat can fish here. All markers can be used by animals in addition to the set limit. So you can have tamed animals in the game. Nice. And then we have landmarks. Dotted around the waterscape, several remnants of the old world can be found. If you have a salvaging boat available, you can visit these and interact with them. Every landmark has different gains. So you can see on the top right which landmarks are nearby. Clicking on the notification there or on the landmark directly will open the landmark panel. And some noteworthy interactions are salvage. So when your drifters can see what can be taken from a landmark, the salvage option becomes available. You can preview what they can salvage here before they move onto it. Okay. Then it is scavenge. Sometimes the real treasure is hidden inside. When a drifter can't see what's available, they need to go in and scavenge what's available. You'll only know what can be found when your drifters are available. As an added side effect, some can give some research points as well. So there is research in the game. The last one is rescue. So when somebody's in dire need, you can save them. Please do. Okay. 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 Firebomb, let me investigate. Indeed. Great stuff. So, we have read all the basic stuff. We have the landmark stuff here, a landmark icon. Sailboat on the rocks. I believe, yeah, it's in here. So here's the sailboat. There's a huge, what? It's a fish school right there. And this sailboat on the rocks. Some drifters tried making a town on that island. Bad idea. With all the garbage floods, a sailboat has been wrecked on the cliffs though. Perhaps we can make use of its mast. So you have a mast, you have 4 ropes and 5 metal scrap. But we cannot salvage it right now because we don't have the ship to do so. Good. So we begin with placing some markers to collect wreckage. There we go. You have a marker and you can enlarge it. There we go. And we can actually put another one over here and also enlarge it. And now our guys will go and swim and collect stuff into our town's heart for now. We have another building tutorial. Building. To start building, open the build menu, which is down here at the bottom. And categories show each construction's main focus. There are 6 categories: town, food, water, workshops, boats, and navigation. Placing a construction. To place a construction, you need to have its resource requirements available in storage, of course. When you select the construction in the menu, you will have a blueprint of it where you hover with your mouse. Buildings can only be placed next to walkways, which is logical, right? We're gonna leave the guys to collect some stuff and firebombs, so... Okay, there is a link. Here is the original, a famous one. So could I just rant about something a little bit? Well, you can. Go ham. Go for it. And I'm gonna just quickly click that. You have died of... Oh, that was dysentery. Yeah, and that one was remade to be... You died of exposure. Doop, 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 doop. Okay, so now we see that in the town's heart we are collecting plastic waste actually, and wet wood. So what can we build? Small storage yard, drying rack. Good for drying wood and fish. So I will build a little bit of a walkway right here. As much as we can. And on the upper right you see that we have 3 people but no houses. So they will need to have some housing, which is here. So much I have gathered yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. 2 guys are collecting debris. And 1 is building. And of course, if you would like to maybe check out FLOTSAM, I have